Keynote gives us a lot of options in the classroom. Now, while it lets us create nice looking presentations, we can also use it to evidence learning in other ways. We can create collaborative documents with multiple children working on the same document at the same time. We can add animations, we can add sound, and we can pull all these together to create something a little bit different and support what the children are doing. Let's have a look at the Keynote app. And like all the other apps that we've been working with, we'll press plus to create a new presentation. And Keynote lets us create some really good looking presentations, but it also gives us lots of options to create more interesting animations as well. So as we can see, we've got all sorts of templates that we can use as a starting point for what we're doing. For now, to keep things simple, we're just going to do a standard white presentation. And we can see we've got our fairly typical layout with our slides down the left hand side and our content on the main area of the screen. I can just double tap on here and let's give our presentation a title. We'll do something on flowers this time. I'll just resize that text box and maybe move this around. I don't think we need a subtitle, so let's just tap it and delete what we have there. All our options for editing this come under the little paintbrush up in the top corner. If we want to add some more content, we could press the plus, and I have options here to add things like cells, some nice looking tables and interactive charts. We'll come back to these in a moment. These are some shapes that we have, and these are really quite flexible. And over here we have our options to add things like photos and video. So let's start off with a simple photo which takes us to our camera roll, and we'll have a look at, let's put that flower in there, and we can resize this, and the little yellow lines just tell us when things are lined up. So it's really quite nice, simple and straightforward. So let's press plus and we'll create another slide, and we've got within our template different layouts. I'm going to go just for a plain blank one here, and let's add something in here. Let's press plus and we'll go to one of these shapes, and there's hundreds and hundreds of these, so let's have a quick flick through and see what we like. Let's stick with our theme. Let's put a flower in there. Let's put it over there. And these are nice because we can edit these. We can break them apart into individual components. If I press the plus again, I could recolor it. I could add things like shadows to it. I could maybe add a reflection and change the intensity of that. So there's quite a lot of flexibility. These are great if we're doing projects around things like logo design and getting children thinking about what we're looking at and what these symbols mean. But we can do some nice animation with any of these things as well. So let's have a look at pressing this button up here. So we're looking at our standard slide view right now. I'm going to move us over to Light Table. And over here, this animation tool here is called Magic Move. And this is really nice. So let's turn on Magic Move. And the first thing we need to do if we're going to do Magic Move is duplicate that slide. So we have a starting point, and on the duplicate will be the end point of our object. So let's press yes there, and then we'll go back to our slides. And I'm on the second one, so I'm going to put the end position of this. Let's put it down in this bottom corner. And if we see how that's working now, I'm going to go back to the beginning of my presentation. Let's just view the presentation, and I'll tap it to move through our slides. I'll tap it again to make that magic move happen. And we can do this with multiple objects on there, but it does work really well and looks really slick when we're presenting things back. Let's press plus again, and let's add another blank slide. And we've got a few other animation options. I'm going to go back to our media. So we've seen we've got photo and video. We can embed audio directly into the slides as well. Well, look, we also have drawing now as well. So this is a good option. So I've got my colours down here. I can use my finger, or I'm going to use an Apple Pencil. So I'm going to stick with the crayon at the moment, but I'm going to do a nice little drawing of maybe how a flower could grow. So let's start with a nice brown colour, and we'll just draw something along the ground. And then we want to maybe add a stem in as it grows. So let's stem, and we'll put a couple of leaves on. We'll have some more. And then shall we change to yellow, and we'll put the middle of our flower on here. And we'll have, what should we have? Some nice bright pink petals on here. And obviously this can be pretty much anything, but it's a really nice way of looking at process and how something develops over time. So we've got our drawing, which could just be the drawing as we like, and we can obviously add anything else to this slide. But if I just tap this here, we could animate it. And we want to think about the build-in function. So let's look at the line draw option. We've got our delivery options. At the moment it's very fast, it's over 2 seconds, so I'm going to slow this down to about 20 seconds, and let's see what this looks like if I then view this slide. So tap it, and we've got this nice animation kind of almost demonstrating how this flower goes. And of course we could add audio alongside this as well. And just to finish with, really, just pointing out that these are here. So just looking under the three dots, we've got some other options, and a really useful feature in a classroom is to collaborate with others. So we could share this document amongst different children within a class, so they could all work on the document simultaneously, but on their own individual devices. And it works nicely in Keynote if we give one group of children the first slide, the second group of children the second slide to edit, and so on, and then we can all see what the final document looks like at the end together.